Could you maybe explain to us how the situation is around you?
Yes, the situation, all the international groups staying here in the Gaza Strip has split into two different groups. 3 people are staying in Rafah, and the rest of us, 5 people, are staying in Jabalia refugee camp. We are staying at the north base of the ambulances of the Palestinian Red Crescent Society, and we are joining them into their services, into their way south to pick up injured people. What we have witnessed tonight is that in many places the ambulances are forced to come back to the base without being able to do their work. They are prevented. They are being prevented by the Israeli army in many different places to pick up injured people. The army has been firing shots at ambulances. There are a couple of snipers in the north of the refugee camp near the mosque of Salahidin that have, for the moment, they have killed 1 person and injured 2 other people. And the situation is that we see big lines of people fleeing from the houses. People carrying just brackets, like groups of 25, 40 people that are living in lines from the north to the south of the refugee camp. We know that the Israelis up to now have entered only, I'm talking about Jabalia, between 300 and 500 meters in the camp. I mean in the buffer zone, and they are exactly at the doors of the camp. So everybody is expecting them to try to enter the camp tonight.
And do you have any idea of how many people were injured or killed tonight?
Yes, the Palestinian source says that 20 people up to now has been reported dead tonight, and 132 people have been injured. This is the Palestinian figure that we have here right now. They also say that 9 Israeli soldiers have been, 2 Israeli soldiers have been captured in the Gaza Strip tonight. But this is the information that we get through the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. I know that the Israelis are saying that these figures are not true, so I'm not in a situation to know if they are true or not.
Yeah, I guess it's difficult to confirm anything in that situation. And is there anything else you find very important to tell? What is happening?
Yes, we believe that, we have heard many radio emissions from the Israeli army entering into the local frequencies, asking people to flee their houses. And we believe that asking a mass movement of civilians out of their houses in order to conduct a military operation is something that constitutes a collective punishment and violates the Geneva Conventions and the international humanitarian law. This is what we have seen with our eyes, and this is what we really don't want to see, because we believe that the image of lines of Palestinian people fleeing with blankets and food is something that belongs to 48 and 67, and it's really sad that we have to see a third Palestinian Nakba again today in the Gaza Strip.
And if the Israelis are calling or contacting people and telling them to leave their house, are they also telling them where to go to, where they are safe?
There's no place to go in the Gaza Strip. There's no safe place. So the thing is that we have been witnesses of people fleeing from the houses, but we really don't know where they go. We have been trying to ask, and they say we are going to our relatives' houses, but we really don't know, because you know that the average family here could be up to 12 members. So we really don't know how they are going to manage to spend the night. For example, with one ambulance, we have evacuated from a house 13 children and 2 women only in one ambulance. And they didn't ask us to take them to any specific place, but just to leave them in the center of the camp. It was like a rite of refugee camp.
And to ask you again, when the Israelis call and say, leave your house, they don't tell them where they could go?
No, of course not. No. Of course, the Israelis don't say where they should go. They just say, leave your houses, because your houses are under the threat of being demolished.